Formula One season kicked off with a bang in Bahrain, and under the lights we had a frenetic night of fast-paced action at the front of the field. I'm Ollie Wilson for GP Fans, and this is our rundown of the Bahrain Grand Prix to start the Formula One 2021 season. Max Verstappen was frustrated after race control forced him to surrender his lead in the Bahrain Grand Prix to eventual winner Lewis Hamilton. In a thrilling race, Hamilton was able to keep Verstappen at bay in the closing laps as the Dutchman stalked him on tyres 10 laps fresher. Verstappen did get through with 4 laps remaining, but exceeded the track limits at turn 4 and was given race orders from race control via his Red Bull team to allow Hamilton back through. Despite his best efforts, the Dutchman just couldn't get close enough in the DRS zone to pass Hamilton, allowing the 7-time world champion to take the checkered flag. Verstappen had complained over team radio at the orders coming from his team, saying, "Why didn't you just let me go? I could have easily pulled away 5 seconds. I prefer to lose or win like that than be second like this." Verstappen's suggestion was that he could have pulled a 5-second gap to Hamilton and still won if he'd been handed a penalty from the stewards. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner responded by saying, "It was an instruction from race control, Max, but that was one hell of a drive you put out there." After the race, Verstappen said, "It was a shame. You also have to see the positive. We're really putting the fight to them, Mercedes, and that's great to start the year like that." When asked about the potential differential issues that seemed to be causing Max problems during the race, he added, "I don't think it was completely solved the whole race, so we'll have to have a look at that, but we managed to finish the race and score good points." Sebastian Vettel collected 5 penalty points in the space of just 5 hours to mark a wretched debut for Aston Martin. The 4-time Formula One champion, who moved from Ferrari to Aston Martin over the winter in the hope of rekindling his career, was initially handed 3 points for ignoring yellow flags in qualifying. That was following a spin from rookie Nikita Mazepin towards the end of Q1, with Vettel also picking up a 5-place grid penalty, the decision confirmed at 1:30 p.m. UK time. After initially qualifying 18th, that relegated Vettel to the back of the grid, and while he flirted with the top 10 on occasion, he lacked the pace to really force the issue, trundling home in 15th. It eventually led to a collision with Esteban Ocon in his Alpine, for which he was completely at fault. A steward's statement read, "The stewards reviewed multiple angles of video evidence and telemetry and determined that car 5, Vettel, was wholly to blame for the contact at turn 1. Just a few minutes after the race finished at 5:45 p.m. UK time, the stewards handed Vettel a 10-second time penalty, as well as an additional 2 penalty points for the day. After having none in the preceding 12-month period, Vettel has now had 5 to his name on a day he will quickly want to forget, ahead of the second race in 3 weeks' time. Valtteri Bottas was critical of Mercedes' defensive strategy he believes cost him a shot at victory in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Bottas finished the Formula One season opener 3rd to teammate Lewis Hamilton and Red Bull driver Max Verstappen, following their titanic scrap over the closing lap. The margin to the lead pair was magnified by a late pit stop for fresh tyres to score an extra point for setting the fastest lap of the race. But the Finn was far from the lead battle when instructed to pit. Declaring himself disappointed by his result, Bottas said, "It's a good thing as a team we got good points, but from my side, it felt like, at least for me strategy-wise, we were on the defensive side rather than attacking, which is not quite normal. It's not ideal, and then I had a slow pit stop, which in the end took away any opportunities. But I think at times the pace was good, but I'm disappointed." Verstappen had started from pole, but Bottas believed Mercedes was in a stronger position to fight for the win, with both cars qualifying inside the top 3, while the Dutch driver's Red Bull teammate Sergio Perez was 11th on the grid. This position was further strengthened when a formation lap problem for Perez forced the Red Bull driver to start from the pits. Further bemoaning the result, he added, "For sure we managed to have the 2 cars in that way. We also had different tyre choices, so we could really play with the strategy. But I still think from my side, there should have been more to get today. What did you make to the start of the F1 season in 2021? Was this one of the best opening races that we've seen to an F1 calendar? And who do you think has the upper hand in the early title battle between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen? Leave your comments in the comments section below. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to the GP Fans channel.